Rematch, undercard, Ramla Ali's back, Colin Smith's back. Please, Brenagh, get comfortable.
Just sit down.
And then the co-main, Filip Brkovic fights Big Bang Jang, who they were supposed to fight for heavyweight eliminator.
IBF mandatory spot. Yeah.
So yeah, that'll be a good fight, heavyweight fight. I think Brkovic wins. But
yeah,
main event, how do we feel? Rematch, Anthony Joshua, Alexander Usyk.
I'm just still worried about the Andy Ruiz effect.
Okay.
I feel like that's still there.
Not throwing his hands.
Andy Ruiz, who's kind of forced him to not throw his hands, not really.
Yeah, kind of like Adrian Broner Madonna. He hasn't been the same since. I don't think you can box Usyk. You're gonna have to show him that you gonna put that body and that weight on him and that power on him, get him out of there. Don't try to go 12 with this guy.
At a certain point too, though,
and he also got rocked by Usyk. Like a lot of people don't talk about that. Usyk hit him a couple times.
He get right. He was a little light on his feet.
But when we say, Shawn, go after him, beat him up, is that you're just not going to
overly simplified?
Yeah, can you beat a chess? Is it almost like you're trying to beat a chess player playing checkers? You know, he's going to force you into chess, whether you like it or not.
In this respect, think about it like this. I don't know if they're expecting a different version of Anthony Joshua in the ring. Now, what if it's the Anthony Joshua that is throwing a good jab and literally stalking?
That's what he's got to do.
Usyk, which is what he has to do.
Yeah.
But then what does that do to Usyk? I'm assuming they're prepared for that or expecting that. But in the moment when it's actually happening, and maybe you go to step right and you don't have as much room as you thought, then you go left, you don't have as much room as you thought. I'm just talking about the mental fight as well as the physical fight, because the mental will wear down the physical and prevent you from doing the things that you can do. So I kind of feel like if he does what I think he should do, which is just use your jab, stalk him, and just throw the right hand. You just got to throw the right hand.
Even if it don't land.
The most effective punch against the southpaw is the straight right hand. Of course, if you line it up correctly, all this and that. But I digress. I just think that if you can put some mental pressure on Usyk, what does that force Usyk to start moving differently?
At least make him think.
And start hesitating maybe, or taking some chances that he wouldn't normally take. You know what I mean? I think that it has to be, to your point, chess versus checkers. Okay, let's keep it real. From a boxing standpoint, that's chess versus checkers.
And Usyk's been doing this all his life. You've been in the ring with him. He was a great boxer, Jay?
Hell yeah.
We're going to hear a lot this week about how Shawn beat his
No. We know.
No, we are 100%. I assure you. That's going to be on Twitter.
But I'm just saying, he's been doing this for years, boxing.
So it's chess versus checkers.
Bobby Fischer.
So what you do is you throw the checkerboard at that dude. You know what I mean? Like,
interesting strategy.
Yeah. Well, you flip the table. You knock his pieces over. You don't allow him to get a chance to start thinking and operating and moving the way he wants to operate. So
I flipped the table on Monopoly once, but never checkers.
I feel like AJ's going to have to do, to your point with the jab, what Teofimo did in being successful with Lomachenko. And it's not that he tried to out Lomachenko, and Joshua not out Usyk with that lead hand, but Teo, he didn't just let him wreak havoc
all day
with that lead hand, feint, Paul with the jab, touch with the jab. Teo did it with him, and that kept him where he needed to be. He wasn't just being blinded, and I think he's gonna, and with Robert, he's got the right trainer, because all the stuff he probably needs to implement is what Robert brings to the table. Be on that front foot, have good positioning, go to the body. And I think that he's going to have to pick his spots to the body. Be smart about it, because this is a hard guy to land against the body. But
Joshua should not throw like hooks to the body. He'll have to go down. It's too much. Because
Usyk's going to look to counter him to
the head. My point is, it's not something that he's done. Like, I don't think he's trained to go to the body. It's a quick move. You know what I mean? For him, it's going to be slow. I'm going to be looking for it. It's got to be picture perfect the way I've been training for it to be. You know what I mean? It's just different.
Might as well just say, hey, I'm going to punch to the body.
It's got to be straight to the body, and it's got to be straight right hands to the body, a jab to get him looking up, and then 1-2 to the body. I think the straightest shots to the body go to the body. He has to go to the body, but I don't think it's a good move for him to try to throw those hooks to the body, especially if it's something that he hasn't been training to do his entire career.
Because I just think he's got to.
I agree.
He's got to pick his spots. He's like he said, it's so risky.
Pick your spots, because when you're on the ropes, like do stuff you've never done before. Like, find this dude, get up on him, and then just start touching the ribs, start touching the body. Make this dude uncomfortable. That's how you beat Usyk. You make him uncomfortable. That's how I
Go back to the old Joshua. It's the old Joshua.
Right.
Just go back to the old
Well,
Joshua.
when he tries it, he got caught in this kind of vicious cycle of, okay, I'm being forced to play chess on play. Okay, let me turn it up. Let me go forward, and then you get hit, and then that forces you to once again play chess, and that he kept forcing him into this cycle. And Usyk has a great knack of knowing when to turn it up. He knows when Joshua's trying to take the play from him, starting to build momentum, and so what he does is he speeds everything up. That those 2 feints become 3 feints.
Yeah,
and
it's a tough fight for Anthony
he can box his
Joshua.
ass off.
Yeah.
This styles make fights.
Yeah.
And this is a bad style for him.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if he can just find where he is with his lead hand, like Tio did with Loma, just find where he is with his lead hand so that in and out style, he eventually could catch him coming in.
You know better than me. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Is his jab a pushing jab or a snapping jab?
Joshua?
Does Joshua have that snapping jab? Because I don't.
I mean, he has it if you're there to be hit with it, but Usyk with his in and out, his head movement made him paw with it. It didn't make him confident committing to it. And I don't think he needs to commit to it that often. I mean, you can change, touch, then commit. And just know where he's at. Yeah, I know. Because now you're trying to out Usyk. But he does have to be busier with the lead hand to know where he's at.
Yeah, and just be a heavyweight. Like, just be the heavyweight.
Hey, Carson, simple as that.
My face.
Like, I understand that. Again, that's kind of oversimplifying
I turn my head. I'm like,
but just be the heavyweight.
Curtains in my face.
Like Shawn said, if you can lean on him, lean on him.
Carson.
If you can just work him to the body. You're the bigger guy. I understand Usyk is established himself a heavyweight.
We just had everything we said.
But you guys,
just be a heavyweight.
To be fair, you guys, your boxing knowledge is higher than mine. Mine just is simplified. It's like, just be the bigger guy.
That simple shit worked though. Be a heavyweight.
Hey, put that weight on him.
Put the weight on him.
Worst gonna worse, hold him like Kell Brook.
Yeah.
I tell people all the time, just because you're bigger than the guy, it doesn't matter. That guy has to be able to touch you in order to implement his size. In this situation, if you got to stick an arm out to stop him from going over there, and then whatever you can do
and clothesline him,
whatever you can do, like
just make him uncomfortable, and make him think.
And then the other side of that is it takes energy to do all that. So this is a tall task for a tall man.